China considered this type of autonomy impossible, but Tesla just proved them wrong. Here's what 12-hour unattended operation means for the global market and why China is experiencing the Uno reverse in the robotics industry for the first time. The 12-hour shift. This isn't a concept video or a controlled lab demonstration. Tesla's Optimus robot just completed 12 consecutive hours of autonomous factory operation with zero human intervention, without stopping, and without failure. China's leading robotics researchers publicly stated that this milestone was at minimum a decade away, but it happened this week already. To understand why this record matters so much, you need to understand what everyone in the industry believed about extended autonomous operation until very recently. The robotics world had a quiet consensus on this. 4 to 6 hours was the realistic ceiling for autonomous humanoid robot operation, not because engineers weren't trying to push further, but because 3 fundamental walls kept stopping them. Let's talk about them. Humanoid robots doing real physical work, like lifting, walking, and manipulating objects, draw dramatically more power than robots standing still in demonstrations. Real factory conditions involve constant movement, variable payloads, and unpredictable terrain. Battery capacity that looked promising in lab settings collapsed in practice. The Unitree G2, China's most capable commercial humanoid, operates between 4 to 6 hours under light factory loads. Push it harder and that window shrinks. Next up is AI performance drift. This is something nobody talks about publicly, but every robotics engineer knows it. AI decision-making in the physical world degrades over extended operation. Not because the model gets worse, the weights don't change mid-operation, but because physical systems accumulate small errors. Sensor readings drift slightly, joint calibrations shift micromillimeters. The gap between what the AI thinks the body is doing and what it's actually doing widens over time. After 4 to 6 hours of continuous operation, most humanoid robots begin making subtle errors that compound. A grip that was precise at hour 1 becomes unreliable at hour 5. A step that was calibrated at startup becomes slightly off by hour 6. This is why China's engineers said 12-hour autonomous operation wasn't a battery problem they could solve with better cells. It was a fundamental AI physical system alignment problem that they believed required technological breakthroughs that were still years away. Then we have thermal management. Motors generate a lot of heat. Continuous operation means continuous heat generation. Most humanoid robots have thermal management systems designed for the actual use patterns engineers expected, short operation windows with recovery periods. Sustained 12-hour operation at industrial intensity creates thermal loads unlike anything seen before. The previous publicly demonstrated record for continuous autonomous humanoid operation in genuine work conditions sat at roughly 8 hours, achieved under carefully controlled conditions with reduced task complexity. However, Tesla just ran Optimus for 12 hours unattended in actual factory conditions, which is why this breakthrough is so important. What the footage shows. The footage Tesla released is significant specifically because of what it doesn't cut away from. At the 0 mark, Optimus begins assembly line work, picking components, placing them with precision, moving between stations. Standard stuff we've seen before. At hour 3, things are much of the same. Same tasks, same precision, with no visible degradation in movement quality. At hour 6, this is where previous demonstrations started showing subtle signs of drift. Movements becoming slightly less fluid, grip adjustments becoming more frequent as the AI compensated for calibration drift. The Optimus footage at hour 6 shows none of those issues. The movements are indistinguishable from the first hour. At hour 9, this is uncharted territory for the entire industry. The robot is still executing tasks with the same efficiency as when it first started. Moving into hour 12, all tasks are completed without any human intervention at any point in the operation window. This isn't a robot standing in place for 12 hours while its battery slowly drains. It's a robot doing actual factory work, including physical manipulation, navigation, and decision-making for the equivalent of a full industrial shift that replaces human workers today. What actually changed with Tesla? So what exactly did Tesla do to achieve this? Subscribe now, because what's coming next will shock you. 3 things happened simultaneously that made this possible, and understanding all 3 is important because any single one alone wouldn't have gotten Tesla there. The first breakthrough is regenerative joint technology. Tesla's engineers solved a problem that sounds simple but proved extraordinarily difficult in practice: capturing energy from the robot's own movements and feeding it back into the battery system. Human joints naturally store and release energy. It's part of why walking is more efficient than people expect, given the forces involved. Optimus's new joint architecture captures a portion of the kinetic energy generated during movement and converts it back to electrical energy in real time. This efficiency gain isn't enormous. Estimates suggest between 15% and 18% of movement energy is recovered. But across 12 hours of continuous operation, that recovery meaningfully extends the operational window. The second breakthrough is predictive calibration. The AI drift problem wasn't solved by making the AI more accurate. It was solved by making the AI aware of its own drift in real time. Tesla's latest Optimus software runs a continuous background process that monitors the gap between expected and actual physical outcomes for every movement. When it detects that a joint is performing 2 degrees off from the prediction, it updates its internal model immediately rather than waiting for the drift to compound. In short, this is the difference between a GPS that recalculates when you miss a turn versus one that continuously adjusts its map in real time based on where you're actually going. The result is that calibration accuracy at hour 12 is nearly identical to hour 1 because the system is constantly correcting its own physical model. Then we have adaptive thermal routing. Tesla's thermal management solution is elegantly simple in concept but harder to achieve in practice. The robot varies its movement patterns to distribute thermal load across different motor groups rather than continuously concentrating heat in the same system. When a particular joint approaches its thermal threshold, the AI naturally shifts task execution to favor movement patterns that give that joint micro-recovery periods while other systems absorb the load. The result is that no single thermal component ever reaches critical temperature across the 12-hour window, because the AI is constantly managing heat distribution through its choice of movement patterns. The gap between Chinese humanoids and Tesla. Now let's put real numbers on this because the gap deserves to be stated in plain English. The Unitree G2, China's most capable commercially available humanoid robot, operates 4 to 6 hours under genuine working conditions. Maximum demonstrated autonomous operation in controlled settings sits at approximately 6 hours, with reduced task complexity in the final 2 hours. UBTEC's Walker S, the enterprise-focused Chinese humanoid, has a similar operational window and similar limitations on extended autonomous operation. Tesla has achieved 12 hours with full task complexity maintained throughout. That is not a marginal leap. That is a 3 times endurance advantage over the best robot China currently has in the field. The timeline question, when can China close this gap, is uncomfortable because the honest answer is that the 3 breakthroughs Tesla achieved compound each other. Regenerative joint technology requires specific mechanical architecture that cannot be retrofitted onto existing designs. Predictive calibration AI requires extensive real-world training data from deployed robots, and Tesla has been accumulating that for years. Adaptive thermal routing requires joint-level thermal monitoring hardware that current Chinese robots simply don't have. China's robotics engineers would need to redesign from the architecture level, then accumulate the training data, then validate the full system. Industry analysts tracking Chinese robotics R&D timelines suggest a realistic catch-up window of 2 to 3 years of dedicated work and full focus, assuming China's development accelerates and Tesla doesn't continue iterating. Here's the thing, Tesla iterates every 6 months. So how does this compare to a human worker with a creative brain that even the most complex humanoids cannot replicate? Before we go there, subscribe to the channel now because we cover the latest technological achievements, breakthroughs, and news happening around the world. The human impact and job market. Here's where this stops being a technology story and becomes something more personal on a much bigger scale. One Optimus robot operating for 12 unattended hours completes the equivalent of 1.5 human shifts. Not one shift, 1.5. A human worker on a standard industrial shift works 8 hours. They take breaks, they need supervision, they need to eat, follow safety protocols, use bathroom time, go through training, and handle a lot of other things. Effective productive output from a human industrial worker is roughly 6 to 7 hours of actual task execution per 8-hour shift. Productivity also varies significantly from person to person compared to Optimus, which runs 12 hours at consistent output. That is quite a difference. The operating cost comparison makes factory owners pay very close attention. A Tesla Optimus unit costs around $30,000 to $35,000 per year in total operating costs. A manufacturing worker in the United States averages $40,000 to $60,000 annually in wages alone, before benefits, insurance, and overhead. One robot means lower cost, higher output, no sick days, and no turnover. Now scale that up. A mid-sized manufacturing facility with 100 workers could theoretically replace 60 to 70 of those positions with robots operating at Optimus's new endurance level while maintaining the same production output. Across 100 such facilities, you're looking at 6,000 to 7,000 displaced positions from a single company's deployment decision. Tesla has publicly stated that it plans to manufacture Optimus units at scale. The current target is 1 million units by 2030. Applying that to manufacturing labor displacement projections, economists are looking at potential displacement of 8 to 12 million manufacturing positions over the following decade in the United States alone. Globally, that number would be significantly larger. This isn't a hypothetical future problem anymore. It's here, and it's here to take over jobs. We're looking at a 5 to 7 year timeline. The factories making deployment decisions today will have these robots operational within 24 months. The workers in those factories are looking at a window that is shorter than they actually realize. Here's what we think is going to happen. In 2026 to 2027, third-party industrial deployments will begin. Then in 2027 to 2028, price reductions will be seen as manufacturing volume increases. Finally, by 2030, mass industrial deployment will be underway. The 1 million unit target will see labor market impact move from theoretical to measurable in employment statistics. The question of whether Chinese manufacturers can purchase Tesla robots deserves direct attention. Current US export control frameworks don't specifically restrict robotics hardware the way they restrict semiconductor manufacturing equipment. China's manufacturing dominance over the past 3 decades was built on a specific foundation: a massive labor force willing to work for wages that made Chinese factory production dramatically cheaper than Western alternatives. Now in the West, humanoids are taking over, which would also become a major cost reduction factor. What do you think is going to happen in the near future? Let us know in the comments below. Is Tesla really winning the robotics war?